Welcome to SuperTalk, a podcast hosted by Hillside Public School Superintendent Glover. The goal of SuperTalk is to provide an informative platform where Hillside Public School students, staff, and stakeholders can have a candid conversation with the district superintendent, as well as be spotlighted for their hard work and initiatives. Good afternoon, peace and blessings to Superintendent Glover once again coming to you on another episode of SuperTalk. Today, coming to you from Hillside High School, we have the pleasure of having a short conversation with four dynamic young ladies who are track stars in the making. Their future is real bright, and I want to make sure that we continue to shine light on them. So today, none other than our girls track team, a few members of our girls track team are here so we can showcase and highlight some of the great things that they've been doing over the last few weeks. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Two of the four have already been on the podcast before, but we'll see how they do this time. This is the first time they've all been in video mode, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Last time was just voice. So we'll go around the room, we'll introduce, let them share their year, and then we'll get into a little topic of conversation. So we'll start to my left.
Okay. Hi, my name is Nora Kissy. I'm a senior this year. Class of 2024. My specialty is the 400 and the 200. That's it.
Hi, my name is JD Bachelor. I'm a junior. My specialty is the 1, the 2, and the 400.
Hi, I'm Christiana Killen. I'm in 11th grade, and my specialty is the 400.
Hello, my name is Divine Clark. I'm in 12th grade. My specialty is the 1, 2, and 4 as well.
So they jump right into the conversation about what they race. We didn't get a chance to say what they do, what they like. But that's the fun part about the podcast. So listen, I've been watching these beautiful young ladies do their thing from afar. They're very talented. Just came back from Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. Talk to me about that experience. They were at Penn Relays. And for those who don't know, Penn Relays is like on the East Coast. It's like that mecca of track and field in the early spring. It's kind of that inaugural time of the year where we're welcoming athletes and track stars from all over the world to come to Philadelphia. And our girls showed up, and they tell me they showed out a little bit. I don't know who wants to take that and tell me what happened when we was in Penn Relays.
It does.
Okay. So we did 2 events at Penn Relays. We did the 4x1 and the 4x4. We got first place in our heat for the 4x1 and 4th overall. I don't know the time for the 4x1, but the 4x4 was 4:21. It's not our best, but we are coming back and we will be better for nationals outdoor. And yeah.
Yeah. So
50:08.
50:08, huh? So 4x1, you finished first in your heat, and then you finished 4th overall amongst. You know how many teams competed?
Yeah.
Okay. Jadine, how was that experience for you? Since I know your native roots are Jamaican, and if those who have ever been to Penn Relays, the crowd lets you know where you're really at. So how was that for you?
It was a good experience. Like the Saturday, I felt at home. It's like the stadium is filled with my culture, my people. I can't explain the feeling, but it's just a good feeling.
Yeah. It's good to see the flags and the chants and the screaming.
Yep.
Did you wear any colors so they knew you was so they didn't root against you so much?
Oh no.
You didn't. You stayed in the Hillside colors. That's okay. You didn't put a little headband on or anything that everybody know. That's all right. You represented though. So I understand that primarily 100, 200, 400. No one's doing any high jump, long jump, triple jump.
Well,
Behind
doing
the
high jump
scenes.
for conference this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So last year you weren't on the track team. Were you on the track team last year?
Yes.
You've been running all 4 years?
Yes.
Talk to me about the experience. What drew you to track?
I did track before my time at Hillside High School. At the time, Hillside didn't have a middle school team, so I ran for Roselle. Track was just kind of a sport that just like I stuck to it. Like I dibbled and dabbled in like cheer in basketball, but nothing like kind of stuck to me as like track. It's always evolving, it's always changing, and it's a sport that you have to put the work in for. And I kind of like, I grew admiration for that aspect, because it's like, if I'm going to give something, I'd rather give 100%. And in track, there is no 50 or 75. You have to give 100%. So, yeah, that's kind of what drew me to do it.
You like running?
Yeah, I do enjoy running.
You like training?
Training, it's a love-hate relationship for sure, but it becomes worth it when you see your progress in meets, or like you see your time go down, or you ran something that you've never run before, and it's just like, okay, maybe all the sweating and stuff was worth it. So yeah, it's very rewarding in a sense.
And I guess it's even more rewarding when you have good teammates around you.
Of course.
So talk to me what your plans are once you graduate, since you're a senior.
Okay. I recently committed to Temple University in Philadelphia.
TU. Yeah. All right, let's go.
So my plans are to go for healthcare. The healthcare program is very good. I plan to go for nursing. And with that, like, I plan to kind of venture on. There's so many different fields in nursing, and if I can stay as close as I can to sports as possible, then if I'm treating like a sports team or something like that, like, my love for sports will never leave. I don't plan on running track in college, unfortunately, but caring for athletes and just dealing with the human body, it's an interesting thing. So yeah, I want to stay as close as possible to like medical and like.
That's beautiful. Like that. I'm an alum of Temple University myself. You have a beautiful time in Philadelphia.
Thank you.
Stay out of trouble, but you enjoy yourself. Temple. And it's interesting. I like how you framed it. Like, you just don't have to be a nurse in a hospital. There's so many aspects of nursing and healthcare, especially in the sports field. Congratulations. That's a beautiful thing. To my other senior over here, talk to me. What's happening? What's the plans past June 3rd, 24th, 25th? Yeah. What's going on after that?
I still have a bunch of like football schools calling me, but I've just recently committed to Keene University.
Okay.
For psych.
Okay. You gonna play with somebody's head? Okay.
That's been my dream for a minute. So yeah, I was thinking about chilling out on the sports because I'm doing a lot on my body right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, probably, like, my second year, I'll probably see what the track program is about, or, like, whatever intramural sports are.
Okay. That's beautiful. All right. You're talented. You have a little speed. I've seen you firsthand do your thing, but sometimes you got to let your body rest and heal. Don't stop training, though.
Oh,
don't stop training.
I'll be in the gym.
Okay. All right. So, to my juniors, first of all, how does it feel to know that half of your team is going to be new next year? What does that feel like?
It's so bad. Like, I'm always open to like, new people. I love people. But my track team that I've just developed over the years, it's gonna be going away. I'm gonna be the new senior. It's just a kind of heartbreaking feeling, but I know they're gonna be doing their own thing, being their own people, and I'm happy for them.
That's beautiful that you have a bond, because sometimes, well, you're not going to win if you don't have a good bond.
Yeah,
so you can be out there running individually, you can run as a team. Running as a team is very, very important in this field. Mm-hmm. So you're going to be one of the 2 returning track stars. You're going to return. Are you recruiting anybody else? I don't know what the rest of the team looks like. So is there anybody waiting in the wings? I mean, you can't replace these 2 beautiful souls, but...
Yeah, we're just going to be training with the new people, building our team in the cross-country season and seeing where that takes us.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, someone in here in the room, I think, is ranked in the state. Is that true? That's what I heard. Anybody want to tell me who that is?
That's me.
That's you? You're so humble, huh? And what does that feel like? Is that an added pressure?
Not really. It's a really, really good feeling because like all of my hard work.
Now you soft spoken. You know the camera.
Oh. It's a really good feeling. It's a very, very good feeling because I've worked so hard. I've sweat, blood, and tears to reach this far, and to know that I'm ranked 6th out of so many girls in the state. It's really a good feeling.
I see a lot of love and positive energy. Doesn't sound like there's any jealousy in the room.
No, of course not.
That's good.
Absolutely.
That's what tears teams apart. But that's beautiful.
Yeah.
You You said when I first interviewed you, you're gonna put Hillside on the map, and you said that your commitment to this sport has been a lifelong journey. Yeah, and then since you came here from Jamaica, you've always spoke about this is your passion. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Any colleges reaching out to you yet?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of. I spoke to the athletic director about that the other day. We'll see if that changes. How far do you want to travel when you start talking about college? Both of you, as you walk into your senior year, where are you thinking about going to college, and how far may you travel?
Like Staten Island, not too far, but far enough so that I can make new experiences.
Mm-hmm. So you want to stay kind of in the Northeast?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Same for me. I just don't want to be too far from my friends.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So the season is, it's May. We're walking into May in a couple of days, but the track season is long and it's hard. It's a lot of training. You've been going nonstop since cross country season, right?
Yeah.
So tell me, what do you want to accomplish as you close out this year, especially my two seniors? What are you looking for as a team, maybe individually?
To finish. No.
No shame.
But these past 4 years have been very hard. Track is not an easy sport, especially with how long our seasons are. Training consistently from let's say hardcore training from November or October all the way to the end of June, it can have a toll on your body. So one thing that I will take out of it though is that hard work pays off. At the end of the summer, when everything is over, when I look back to sophomore and junior year, I'm just okay, I'm happy that I had to gain experiences and stuff like that. And even if it feels like you didn't win anything or you didn't place anything in nationals or these big meets and stuff like that, at the end of the day, you build closer bonds to your teammates. So it's just if I take anything out of the experience, it would be that.
How many times did you quit? In your head?
We definitely have to take a couple breaks. But that's natural. We're human. You have other responsibilities, especially as a kid. You have school that never goes away. Even though you wanted to. Schoolwork is always there. So a couple breaks, but at the end of the day, they still come back.
And what about you, Miss Senior?
What's the question again?
So as you finish out this year, and you, what are some of the things that you hope to finish on a high? But what are you looking forward to?
I just wanted to, give myself just an extra push, cause I already, was doing good in all the other sports I did, and everybody's like, "Why didn't you run track? Why didn't you run track?" And I low-key forgot about track and running track.
But your family ran track. Members of your family, right?
Yeah.
So I remember the conversation. Yeah, okay.
So now that I'm doing it, it's just oh wow, I unlocked a new superpower routine, something that I didn't know about myself. So it was just a lot of this was just a proof to myself that I can do, whatever I put my mind to and work hard for.
What's the next big meet?
Sectional.
When is that?
It should be next week or the week after that one.
And who's your toughest competition? We can put them on blast.
For schools like Dayton has a lot of girls. I feel like we have it when it comes to the 1, the 2, the 4, the 4x4. Those are things that we've always just kind of taken, but we need to focus kind of more on long distance races. Dayton has a lot of girls that are running the 8, the 16, the 32.
Distance runners.
Yeah, distance runners. So when it comes to distance runners, density wise, that's kind of where we lack. But other than that, in competition, I don't really think. I feel like we put our mind to it really good.
Yeah. I feel like the only person who's really our toughest competition is ourselves. Yeah, and our minds.
Definitely.
So you run as a team and you run individually, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And individually, I imagine you're all pretty successful individually. First, second, third, and I know it's based on points when you're doing the sections, all right? And it's just a matter of our team might not be as deep as some other team. I remember those days. That's how I ended up having to run the 400 just to get points. I didn't like that. So, to my seniors, one last question, I believe. What will be your greatest memories? What will be your greatest memories?
For me, I'll go first. My greatest memories will probably be I don't know, maybe my double life low key. Cause like I'm running back and forth from the school to the field, and then it's like two different crowds. I low key like it, like the energy at track, because like here it's more like a family. At football, it's more like, oh, work hard, do this, do that, and they're more like just like teammates. But here it's like a family where like, oh, if you're okay, I'm okay, because you know we need you. If you know we're doing a relay. So the most I'll take away from this is like the bond, and yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
What about you?
Repeat the question, I'm sorry.
No, what will you take away from this experience? Like, whether it be the experience of running, whether it be the experience of being on this team here at Hillside, what will be your lasting memories that you take away from it?
Definitely, to piggyback what Divine said, like the bonds that you get from track. I've had a couple teams from me being like freshman to me being now a senior, like the past seniors that I've went and came and gone. And they like, we built a sisterhood while we were here. Like you sweat with these people, you train with these people. We have the same struggles. Like I'm telling you, like there's conversations that we've had where it's just kind of like, yo, like track is not easy. So it's just kind of like for us to like be with each other and for each other day in and day out. It really does build a bond between us, and this is something I'll never forget. Like even when I go to college and I make new bonds, I'll always come back and I'll always remember Chris and JD and all the other juniors and sophomores.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. So to my juniors, what are your memories of this year as you're not just losing, because you're not really losing them as friends, but they're not going to be on your team, not going to be running with you next year, but what are your memories of this year?
Personally, one of my achievements was running in Penn Relays, because last year I did join Penn Relays, but I didn't actually run in the events. So that was one of the goals for this year, and that will be one of the most valuable memories I'll have. And nationals as well. Nationals I got to run, nationals I got to be in with the crowd. I didn't know about nationals sophomore year. So yeah, that just the achievements would be one of the most valuable memories I'll have this year. Beautiful.
All right.
For me, it's everything. Nationals, the training, everything. It's just, I can't even explain. I want to cry.
Don't cry. I don't have any tissue on the table. But that's the emotion. I appreciate that.
Oh my. Oh, it's okay. I love them. They're my sisters. They're always there for me when I need them. And I can't explain. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. That's beautiful. I think that's the beautiful thing for me. Like I don't want to make you cry, but I think that's a positive energy. A lot of times folks don't understand that being a student has its challenges, but it's much easier when you have a core group of people that are truly. It's not just cool. You can pick up the phone and cry with, yell with, laugh with. That's important, especially when you're in high school. But that's also lasting bond. I played sports from second grade, third grade, all the way up to high school, and I would say I tried in college, but that didn't really work out too well. But I actually played up until I was the age 45, playing the sport until I messed up my hip. But I enjoyed the bonds. I think that's what I miss most about it. I think most athletes, if you ask any professional athlete, they'll tell you they miss the locker room, they miss the bonds, the camaraderie. So your energy and your spirit. I remember I was talking about, I won't give his last name, but he's an educator too. His name is Gerald. I was talking about him with my children the other day. And Gerald was on the basketball team. Great football player too, until he tore his ACL. But I remember just that energy he brought into the locker room. He was the clown, but he was the respected clown. We needed that, right? We needed that person to make you laugh. But I think back to those days myself. So I appreciate you being true and transparent and letting your emotions come out. I'm proud of you, and I know Hillside is proud of you, and I know your parents and all those folks who support and cheer for you. I always got the articles. I'm looking to say, I'm asking Coach Halim. I said, talk to me. Tell me what my girls are doing. You got a great coach also, and I know he's passionate about making sure that you stay on point. Thank you for choosing Hillside. Thank you for always giving me a little time, because you could have told me to go fly a kite, but I appreciate you. Any closing words you want to say, whether it be from my seniors or my juniors?
Hashtag bring back a banner.
We're gonna make sure we get that. Hillside, these are beautiful young ladies. They're gonna be beautiful when they go on to do great things outside of Hillside in the community. We have a Kane University, a Temple University, and who knows what's in store for these other two beautiful young ladies. But what I can say is they're good people. Every time I see them, run into them, they give me a reason to smile. That's why I love what I do. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Let's go, let's get it. Hillside Public Schools.